Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin. It's Wednesday. I normally wink with my left eye. I shouldn't switch to the right because that feels weird. On Wednesdays, we join Laura in her Wednesday Wipeout series. She is making everything in this book, A Year of Dishcloths by Maggie Weldon. Oh, I am suddenly hiccuping. Again, why does this happen when I start filming? Anyway, so Laura got this. She will tell you the story on her channel, so please go check her out. She is much better in telling that story than I. But she is making all of these. The book is organized by season, so she's picking the season. Well, we started with winter. And then we went on to spring, summer, and now we are in fall. And we are almost done. There's like 4 or 5 washcloths left in this series. There is still time to join in if you wish. Laura she is an easygoing, cool lady. She shares pictures if people send them to her in a slideshow. And if you aren't making the washcloth that is picked that week, she shares it. She is not a judgmental lady. I don't think she has a judgmental bone in her body. She also does not expect you to be faithful to the pattern. I have not been faithful to every single pattern, and no, neither has she. So it's just your interpretation of whatever you want to do from this with this book as your guide, I guess, let's say. So this week, the washcloth we were to make was the jack-o'-lantern, the pumpkin. I honestly don't know what it was called in the book. Let's check it. It was called Pumpkin. It was called Pumpkin, and it was designed by Miss Maggie Weldon herself. There is Maggie's pumpkin. Super cute. Here is Erin's pumpkin. I only did 1 leaf because I thought the leaves were a little big in proportion, and I just liked it with the 1 leaf. And my mouth is, of course, sewn on crooked because who can applicate anything evenly? Not I, said Erin. If you can, more power to you. You're amazing. And yeah, so there we go. I made a pumpkin. I used a bright orange. I had used all of my brown in a prior washcloth. So I have a green stem with a matching green leaf. And then I used black for the eyes, nose, and mouth. There you go. I am excited to see in the slideshow how others interpreted this because your girl does not like applique, and I was surprised that the stem was made separate and sewn on. I thought we were gonna just attach the stem through crochet. I probably should have just attached it and made my own stem, but I didn't. I followed the pattern. So yeah, this one is pretty true to the pattern, except, like I said, I liked the 1 leaf look. So I just stuck with 1 leaf. Is it lazy? Is it aesthetic? Yes. Okay. Let me know if you are doing the Wednesday series. I have been enjoying this, but I am kind of like near the end of all things. I'm kind of like ready to move on to something else. So I'm very excited to finish this. I don't know if I'm going to jump in to another year collab thing. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to leave things a little open because I've got a lot of ideas for doing more segments on my channel here, and I feel like if I don't join a year-long thing, not that washcloths are at all onerous. They're not hard. Most of these took me an hour or less to complete. This one took me a little longer because of the applique sewing. I'm not good at it. You would think I would have practice now and be getting better, but no, I will never be good at it. I'm pretty darn good at using my sewing machine and sewing garments. This sort of stuff, will never be my forte. And I just have to accept that. And I do. I've totally lost the thread of what I was saying. I don't even remember. Let's move on. I would love to know if you're joining in the last little bit, or if you've just discovered this and you're starting out. Let me know. Let me know. Check out Laura, like I said. Watch the slideshow. See everyone's beautiful makes. And I will talk to you later. Another short and sweet one. Although, I've been saying for a couple of days now that you're going to get 2 videos from me. I find my hard drive got overloaded. And I had to offload a lot of videos. I have to do this about every 6 months. And it caught me off guard. But I didn't have enough space on my hard drive to edit the review of the Crazy Kaleidoscope yarn. I finally have enough space. It takes about 8 hours to move the files off. And I have to do for 2... You guys don't care. Anyway, it takes me about 16 hours to remove all the files I need to remove. Every 6 months. So now that that's done, I have a lot of space, and I will finally be able to upload the Crazy Kaleidoscope review. So you are going to get 2 videos from me today. I am, of course, the wink was, it's not really Wednesday, it's Tuesday. So I'm going to upload this all on Tuesday, so it's set to go on Wednesday. I love you all. I'm going to talk to you later. Bye-bye.